Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Millie, and on this channel I talk about yarn. I talk about knitting and crochet. I share my works in progress, my finished objects, yarn hauls, and I also have a few knitting tutorials. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And if this is your first time and you're new here, welcome. Today, I want to share a few ideas or a few project ideas that would be great for the spring season because now it has started warming up. And so I'm feeling like I need to work on projects that are lighter and brighter. And I came across, when I was thinking about project ideas, I was looking for t-shirts or some lighter garments, and I came across a few t-shirts and a couple of shawls, and I also have one crochet project because nowadays I find myself doing more crochet than usual. And so when I'm browsing, I'm looking through crochet projects, and I'm also looking for quick projects and projects that are practical for the home, and also projects that I know that I will actually put to use. So I'm going to be looking on my computer because I have everything on my computer right here in front of me. And I have made a bundle of these project ideas on Ravelry, and I'm going to leave a link to that to those projects down in the description below, so that if anything catches your eye, then you can click on that link and go to Ravelry and see if you want to make that project. And I have a mix of most of them are t-shirts, but I also have two shawls and one quick, very quick crochet project. Some of them are free and some of them are for you have to buy, and most of them are made out of DK weight, but I think a few, maybe two, are made out of fingering weight. But when I was doing my research, or when I was looking for projects, I was looking for something that would be asking for a DK weight, and because I don't want to be working on a project for a long time, and so I was thinking that if I use a DK weight, then it will go faster. And so I'm going to dive right in and share the first project that's on my lineup. And if anything catches your eye, leave a comment below. And if you've knitted any of these, leave a comment below and let us know the yarn that you used and what you think about the project. So the first project on my lineup is a t-shirt. And this is an old t-shirt. It was published in December of 2016. And it's called Dereco. And it's by Alison Green. And this is published in Barocco, in the Barocco magazine. I'm thinking that's what it is because it says Barocco number 386. And if you haven't heard of Barocco, it's a yarn company. And I use some of their yarn, and I like them because they're budget friendly. And so this t-shirt is made out of a DK weight, and the yarn that the sample is made of is called Barocco Remix Light. And the needle size recommended is US 5 or US 3. And you have a lot of sizes. So it starts from a 34 inches bust size all the way to 58. And the pattern is in English, and it's available for purchase on Ravelry for $8. And I believe you can also go to the Barocco website and buy it from here. And the reason why this caught my eye is because it looks really simple. It's a circular yoke, and there is one row of eyelets near the neckline, and then there are garter ridges down, about a few garter ridges, and then the rest of the body is knitted in stockinette. and the sleeves are short. But I believe that if you wanted to make the sleeves longer, then you could. And it's a seamless knitting pattern because you cast on at the neck and then you proceed and knit the body and then you finish at the bottom. And I'm thinking that there is not a lot of finishing that's going to be required for this. And so I like this pattern because it looks easy and it looks like it would work up really fast, and also it's made out of a DK weight. And I'm interested in this yarn. When I saw this yarn, I read a little bit more about it and I decided to order a little bit of it so that I can make this t-shirt and another t-shirt that's on my lineup. And right now there is 1455 projects on Ravelry, and it has a 4.7 overall rating. So that is definitely one that I will consider making when the yarn comes, and if I have enough time, then either I'll make it now or I will make it later, maybe in the summer, because it would also make a great summer project. And then the next project on my lineup is a project that I already have yarn for, and this is the Cumulus Tee, and it's a pattern by Petite Knit. And this one is not out of a DK weight. It's actually made out of a light fingering weight. And the yarn that is recommended, or the yarn that the sample was knitted in, is Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. And you will need 2.5 to or 2.5 or 1.5 US size knitting needles. And the pattern has a lot of sizes, so it's from extra small all the way to 3 extra large, and it comes in English and 10 other languages. And there's already 4,600 projects, and this one was published in 2019. And it also starts from top. It's a top-down construction. It has a V-neck and it has I-cord finishing edges throughout. And the reason why I chose this t-shirt was because I was trying out this yarn, Knitting for Olive, and when I went to the store, I bought some of these, and I bought enough to make this t-shirt. So I actually have the yarn that is recommended for this t-shirt, which I rarely have. I usually substitute yarn, but this time I have the yarn that's recommended. And I also wanted to test this silk yarn. And I think this one is going to be one of those that takes longer because it's a light fingering and the needle sizes recommended is 2.5. So that's going to be very slow going. So I hope it's not going to turn into a whip, but I definitely am going to try it, and also really intrigued by this yarn. So I'm going to cast on and hopefully I'll finish it. And if I don't finish, then I'll try to finish it later. So that is the second project that's on my lineup. And then when I was doing my research, I found this pattern that I am really, really in love with. And this is called Pyramid Light. And this is a design by Minimi Knit Design. And it's very new. It was published last year in 2024. And I just love this construction. It starts also top down. And it's made out of the same Barocco Remix light. And I actually ordered some green yarn for this one because as soon as the yarn comes in, I'm going to be casting on this one. This is going to be #1 on my list as soon as I receive the yarn. It's on the way. It should be arriving this week. And so this is the recommended needle size is a US 4 or 3.5 millimeters. And their sizes, the pattern has size 1 all the way to 10. And I believe the smallest bust size, let me see, the smallest bust size here should be Let me see, I can't find it. Okay, so the smallest bust size is gonna be 33.75 inches all the way to 70 inches. So there's a bunch of sizes for different people. So you will be able to find something that works for you. And I think it also comes as a pullover. Right now, there are 105 projects that are listed on, or that are logged on Ravelry, and it costs, you can buy this pattern for $9.56. So I'm really looking forward to casting on this one. And it has, I think, 2 inches of positive ease. So it's not fitted, but it's also a little bit relaxed. So this one I'm really interested, and I know for sure that this I'm going to make, and it's all knitted in stockinette, and the construction looks really nice. And the sleeves, it's a drop shoulder, and it has a V in the front and in the back. And I think it's the way it's done, the way the t-shirt is done. So I'm really looking forward to casting on this one. And the next one on my lineup is another top-down construction, and the name of the pattern is called Cascada, and it's by Filipa Carneiro. And it's also not a new pattern. It was published in 2018, and it's also a circular top-down construction, and it has eyelets around the waistline, around the neck, and also it has a lace panel on the side. And that is what is intriguing also. But it's a free pattern on Ravelry, and there's a 1134 projects. But the only drawback for this one is that there are not many sizes. It only has size small, medium, and large. And so it might not be for everybody, but it's definitely, the reason I included it is because it's a free pattern. It comes in 4 languages, and it's also made out of a DK weight, and it looks very easy. So it's definitely one of those that I'm going to give a try if I have enough time. But also it looks really flattering, and it looks light, and the fact that it's just seamless knitting, that's really nice, and I like that. And the circular yoke looks really flattering, and the eyelets add a little bit of detail, and the lace just gives it just some a little bit of detail on the edges, and it looks like it flares at the bottom. So I like it, and I think it's also something that I'll consider making if I have enough time, because there's not enough time to make all the things that I come across and all the things that I'm interested in. The next t-shirt on my lineup is the Amy's Tee, and this one is a pattern by Pacific Knot, and it was published in 2021. And this one is on sale. It's available for purchase on Ravelry, and it's going for $6.54. And the yarn recommended for this is a DK weight, and the sample is made out of Knit Picks Kidred DK weight. And the needle size recommended is US 9 or 5.5 millimeters. And I found that intriguing because typically DK weight uses US 6. And it has an all-over eyelet pattern, which is very easy. And then this pattern is done from bottom up. So you cast on at the bottom, and then you work the body in the round until you reach the sleeves, and then you work front and back. So you will separate and work the front panel back and forth and do the back as the same way. And then you're going to seam over here at the shoulders, which I like because it gives it more structure. And then from there, I guess you're going to finish the sleeves. The sleeves are like off-shoulder sleeves. And it has a v-neck, which you can wear the v-neck in the front or you can wear it in the back. It comes in 9 sizes. So the smallest is a 36 inches bust size, and the largest will be 68 inches. It looks like it's very, very easy construction, and like it would knit up really, really fast. So I like it, and that's why I included it in there. The next t-shirt on my lineup is the short t-shirt, and this is a pattern by Anne Vencel. And this one was published in 2023, and it's also another top-down construction, and it's made out of DK weight, and the sample is made out of lace weight held with a spot weight to make a DK weight. And there are 5 sizes available, and it comes in 6 languages, so English and other 5 languages. And they have different, the sizes are 1 to 5, and that is 94 centimeters at the bust all the way to 129. And right now there are 758 projects, and you can acquire this pattern on Ravelry. It's available for $7.54. It has a 4.5 overall rating, and clarity it has a 4.3 on Ravelry. So I think it's also it looks really, really nice. It looks really flattering, and it's a little bit, it's not fitted, but it's also, the sleeves are 3/4 sleeves, and they look a little bit, they're like balloon sleeves a little bit over here. But I believe you can change the sleeve length to whatever works for you. And then next on the lineup is another new t-shirt that I found, and this one is also not very old. It was published in 2023, and this is called the Cardamom Tee, and it's by Victoria Chaplina. And this is available for $6 on Ravelry, and it's also made out, this one is made out of a spot weight, and you need US 3 or 4 knitting needles. It comes with it comes in many sizes from extra small all the way to 3 extra large, and it's a basic, it's literally, it's a basic oversized t-shirt. It is made from top down. It's not a circular construction, but it looks really, really elegant, and it has short sleeves, and also all the finishing, all the edges are done in an I-cord finishing. So once you're done, you're done. So, and it's a basic tee. You can customize it. The samples, one of the samples is made in, is striped, and they are very subtle stripes. And the other sample that I see here is plain stockinette. And it's actually all plain stockinette, and the sample, the detail comes from the one stripe. So there's a big section of one color, and then just one row of stripes, which makes it look really, really nice. And when I look at the samples that people have made, some people made a plain version, and others made a striped version, and the stripes vary from personal interest. So some people have multiple stripes, other people have just 2 colors, and wide stripes combined with a small stripe. So it's basically a blank canvas. You can customize it to suit your taste. And then next I have the Stromboli t-shirt, and this is a design by Caitlin Hunter of Boilard Knitworks. And this one is made out of light fingering. So this is the other one that I mentioned. It will be light fingering, because most of the patterns that I'm talking about are made out of DK weight. But this one is made out of fingering weight, and you're going to need US 2 or 3 knitting needles, and then you have a bunch of sizes, and it comes with from 44 inches all the way to 73. So it's a little bit roomy, and it looks airy, and it's beautiful, but it's also cropped, but you can add the length if you so wish. And it's an all over, it has a lace, a nice lace mixed with very tiny cables, and so it looks really airy. And it's available for purchase for $9 on Ravelry, so you can get a downloadable PDF. And this one actually is not knit top down. This is another one that is knit from the bottom up in the round, and then it's separated for the front and back, which are worked flat. And then after joining the shoulders, the sleeve stitches are picked up and worked in the round, either too long or short. So you can either make it long sleeves or you can make it short sleeves. And then the collar stitches or the neckline is picked up and knitted separately. And then in the notes, she says it's recommended that you use a yarn with a cotton or linen content to maximize the comfort for warm weather. So if you have some cotton or linen yarn or linen blend or cotton blend in your starch, this would be a good starch buster. And Caitlin Hunter makes really good patterns. I have knitted some of her patterns, and this one looks really, really nice. And then next on my lineup is, now I'm done with the t-shirts, and now I'm going to the shawls. And I have, when I was browsing, I found two shawls that I like, and I actually printed those. And this is the first one. I don't know if there is a bigger picture of it. So this is one of the shawls that I want to knit, or I added to my lineup, and this is called the Stormy Sky Shawl. And this is not a new pattern. It's actually old. It was published in 2017, and there's 4,066 projects logged on Ravelry. And this is a pattern by Xenia Naidion, and it's published in Live is Cozy. I believe that's a magazine. And this is out of fingering weight. The lace is not hard. It looks like, so it has like some gutter stitches, and then some eyelets, a lot of eyelets, and it's a free pattern, so it's available for free on Ravelry. So it doesn't look that hard, so it could be one of those patterns that you grab, or if you're learning to knit lace, it could be a good project to learn how to do lace with. And the other thing with it is you can use whatever yarn you want. Even though it's designed for a fingering weight, I believe you can use a light DK, or you can use a DK weight, or you could also use a worsted weight if you wanted. And what that means is that it will just change the feel of the shawl. So it will now, if you want it to be super light, then use a fingering weight. If you want it to be a little bit more cozy, then go for a worsted weight. And it would make a great starch buster. And it's just easy, or something that you would really have as a grab and go type project. And it's designed, the yarn that it was designed for was the Marabrigo yarn, which I have some of that in my stash, but the Marabrigo that I have is worsted weight. But it's some of those yarns that you have a couple of skeins here and a couple of skeins there, and I think it would make a great spring project or even summer project. And if you decide to change the yarn, then it could make even an everyday type of scarf. And it has tassels, which I'm thinking that could be optional. You can either put the tassels or leave them out. So that would be completely up to you. And you will need 420 to 550 yards. And so once again, that will make a great stash buster. And this is available for free. So you can download this on Ravelry, available for free, which is a good thing. And a lot of people have knitted it, so that means, let me see the rating. So the rating is 4.7, 4.8 for clarity. So, and that's up from over 1,000 votes. So it's a nice shawl. Then I have another shawl that I found when I was browsing, and this one is the Topaz shawl, and it's a design by Taylor Harris, and I found this on the hobby website, but it's also on Ravelry. So this one, it looks like this, and this one is made out of a sport weight, and it's a crescent shawl, and it's an all-over lace, but it's designed for an adventurous beginner. If you're like now just starting to learn how to make lace, this would be another good project to work on, so that you can hone in your skills. And also, if you're experienced lace knitter, it's also a good project because it will keep you busy enough. And it's worked from the top down and ends up being a crescent shawl. And you have a lot of yarn over increases, decreases, and I think it's one of those that once you get into it, then you can literally make it as your grab and go type project. So, and the lace pattern looks really nice. And this being a crescent shawl, I believe that it would be easy to wear. So it's knitted using the Hobby Rainbow Baboo, and shawls are typically one size in most cases. And then the last thing on my lineup is a crochet project, because lately I have been doing a lot of crochet, and I'm trying to learn new stitches and new projects. And as I was browsing, I came across this Mistborn coaster. So it is by the Perpetual Crafter on Ravelry. That is what the designer calls herself. And this one is a round coaster. You only need 30 to 40 yards of cotton yarn. And it's the yarn that's recommended for this is a DK weight, but I believe you can also use a number 4. And you need 4.5 millimeters, or the yarn that is recommended for the yarn that you're going, the crochet hook that is recommended for the yarn that you finally decide to use. And I don't think I have DK weights that are cotton. I do have, but most of my cotton weight is cotton yarn is a 4 weight. So probably use a 5.5 millimeters for this, and you only need 30 to 40 yards. And that tells me that this is a project that you can whip up really, really quick. And it's a round coaster, and then it has some nice finishing. And the pattern is the kind that this is a pay what you want pattern. So it's you pay what you want, but it's listed for $2.50, or use the code Mistborn50 for 50% of the original price, or use code Mistborn100 for a free copy. So I would pay the whole price, because it just helps to support designers when you buy their patterns. Plus, if someone has taken the time to create these and put it out there, I think it's a good idea to just pay for it. And the thing with a pattern is, once you buy the first copy, you can make multiple things out of it. So I feel like it's for me, I like to pay for the pattern so that I can support the designer, and also it helps the crafting world. And so and this designer has a bunch of little patterns, like different types of coasters, different types of washcloths. And so this is the one that really caught my eye. And I'm going to make some coasters, because I think you can make this one in 30 minutes. And I think this would also make great gifts. And if you change the color, like if you make some spring colors, then you have some spring coasters. if you make like the fall colors or the Christmas colors. So it's a blank canvas that you can customize to suit your needs. So that is the last thing on my lineup. And leave a comment below and let me know if anything caught your eye, or if you're going to be making any of these patterns, or if you have knitted any of these patterns. And whatever you're working on, I hope that you're enjoying the process. I personally am currently doing a lot of crochet, and I'm actually knitting some washcloths, but I'm also working on a granny square blanket that I'm going to be sharing with you soon. And also I'll be casting on some of these projects when the yarn comes in. So whatever you're working on, leave a comment below and let me know what you're working on. And also I hope that you're enjoying the process and that you're enjoying wherever you are. I hope that you're enjoying this warm weather that is starting to come in. And if you're in a place where it's cold, I hope that you're cozying up with a good project. So until next time, happy knitting and happy crochet.